Hi YouTube, this is Felecia with Bible Scraps, and I am back with another Gopress and Foil tutorial. What can I say? I loves this machine. In my last video, I shared a demonstration of making foiled clear bags, and they turned out beautifully. You could check out this video. I will have the link in my description box. Now in this video, it's all about the acetate. And yes, you can hot foil stamp on your acetate. Look at these beautiful impressions. Love this one. And then this one. Now, you can make acetate overlays for your planners. Check out this. I am going to whip out my tab punch board by We Are Memory Keepers. You can also make your planner dividers or just foiled acetate pages for your books. You can also make foiled acetate tags, and once again using this tab punch board. Now how about acetate foiled die cuts? Check out my super cute owl. Now he is really special because he's not only foiled, but he's colored. I'm going to make him in this video. The acetate I'm using is by Graphics, and I will link this in my description box. If you do decide to purchase this acetate from my link, I may receive a small financial incentive. Now, I am using a thicker acetate, but I have to find the link for that one. So let's make a acetate overlay, a divider, tab, page, whatever, for your planners, your journals, your books. I've taken a piece of craft plastic or acetate. I've cut this down in half from an 8.5 by 11-inch piece of paper, and I'm using my We Are Memory Keepers tab punch board. Now I have a series on this board. I absolutely love it. I will link it in my description box. Punch down, remove my little thingy there, forget what that's called, turn it over. I'm going to make a large tab. Now I shared a video showing that you can use chipboard in this tool, so you can make chipboard pages, and now we know we can make acetate pages as well. And here we go. I'm going to lay my acetate right down on my heating platform, and I think I want to use this multi-colored foil. I picked up this from Create and Craft. You want to have your foil with the color side up. Now you see what happens when you put your foil down the wrong way. You get a foiled hot plate. Beautiful though, right? Now lay your hot plate face down, and you do want to add a bit of tape because you don't want your die to shift. I added my tape to hold down my die, foil, and the tape is also on the acetate. Now I like to use my metal plate, but you could play around with your shims. I have found that using the metal plate with my Tuesday morning chipboard, it yields the best results for me. And I'm going to let that heat up for 2 to 3 minutes. And I'm using my Big Shot Pro, but you could use any die cutting machine that you have. Slide it through or roll it through slowly, back and forth. And I like to always put my platform back on my heating unit so it can stay warm for the next use. And let's see how we fared. Now that is warm. Proceed with caution. Use that tape and check it out. Ooh, this came out not bad. Now what's interesting, this is the thinner acetate. And I absolutely have no warping or curling at all. But I'm going to show you examples of using a thicker acetate, and I'll compare and contrast those two together. First, let me show you how this looks behind some black cardstock. Now there is specks of foil. You can brush that off. If the foil is in the acetate, just use your fingernail to scratch it off. I love how this looks. I have 3 examples to share of using the thicker acetate. I used the same sandwich as you saw in the video, and it foiled the entire image. Some may like this type of look, but I wanted an image that had the open spaces because I'm going to come back and color that. So this is with the same sandwich. The next one is with the same sandwich, except I only used the metal plate. Here I got to look more like what I was going for. It has the open spaces, but in some areas it did over foil, like in this section here. Same acetate as the other two. I only used my chipboard. And you could see I have the open spaces, but it didn't foil as good in all the places it should have foiled. Also notice that with the thicker acetate, I actually got some curling and warping. Now, I happen to like that look. What's interesting, the thicker acetate warped, but the thinner acetate didn't. So, depending on the type of acetate that you use, the thickness of it, you will have to play around with your shims and possibly your shim layers to get the best impression you can. Alrighty, let's take a look at the ones I made on camera. This owl came out beautiful. I do need to brush it to get the specks off. But take a look at that, super crystal clear. I'm loving Create & Crafts foil. Okay, the second one was this daisy. Now, working with acetate, it's translucent. It can be hard to see. You can see up on top, I didn't have my acetate positioned correctly on my hot plate. But it foiled beautifully. So now it's the fun part. It's time to color. And I'm going to use my alcohol markers. I'm using Spectrum Noir and just going to color in the open spaces. This type of coloring is so forgiving. I'm going to show you why in a second. But I love the transparent look. Even when you apply your color down, you still get that transparent look. So easy to color. I could do this all day. It's so much easier to color on acetate than it is on paper. Looking good, looking good. Okay, so let me show you how coloring on acetate is forgiving. I don't like those eyes. I changed my mind about that. Well, take some alcohol and a baby wipe or paper towel, and you could easily erase it and start over. Check that out. Just going to remove all of that alcohol. Let that dry and I can start over. Okay, so take a look at what I did with that owl. He is cute. I am loving the effect that foil gives on acetate. Oh, it sparkles, it glistens. It's beautiful combined with the alcohol inks. Now, just a note about the alcohol inks on acetate. Once again, you can use alcohol to erase your alcohol, but you don't want to add too much alcohol and you don't want to rub too hard because you can rub off some of your foil. This is absolutely gorgeous. I'm loving this card. I used Oatmeal Cookie by Fun Stamper's Journey. Love that color. Now, the owl, where did I get it from? Well, I got it from Create and Craft. For some of their hot foil plates, you can purchase the coordinating dies. This one came with the owl die and also the phrase hello. Concluding thoughts on this technique, I absolutely love it. You are definitely going to see me use a lot of these acetate foiled sheets in my flipback art. They will make the cutest flippies. Now, to clean off your acetate sheet, you can take a brush or you could take a napkin, a tissue. And once again, if you have foil stuck on your acetate, just use your fingernails to erase it off. I want to thank you all for watching. If you have been inspired by my creativity, give me a big thumbs up, like this video. Also, right now is the perfect time to subscribe because I will be doing a lot more videos on the Gopress and Foil. Now, if you like this video, go ahead and share it. Adopt any of my ideas. I only ask that you give proper credits. Do link back to this video. Once again, thank you all for watching. As always, blessings.